Welcome back to the TNA Business Breakfast Show, where the artists are actually saying thank you to the SABC, like we said earlier on. Mzwakhe, I'm going to have to release you, I do know. But for someone who's watching at home and who's actually wondering, what does this concert has to offer to me? How can you sell it for the last time, just before you go?
Yeah, there are a lot of festivals out there, and me and you have no right to go and question who Peter Tladi features, or Sam Mangwani, or Joe Chakel, Pete Makufi, or Joe F. Jazz, us alive. It's not our baby. This is, I'm saying, I said at the beginning, this thing on Saturday is happening for the first time. It's like in 1994. We never had the right to vote. We were voting for the first time. Something for the first time. Before I leave, I just have to announce exactly what is happening. I don't want to respond to. I brought the group The Soil in this country. I was under heavy attack that Mzwakhe is bringing youngsters that sing like Mambazo, as though Mambazo was something to be ashamed of. What is this soil? Others even said, Letum Shabat. Who doesn't know The Soil today? Everybody knows the group The Soil. It's because of me. So thanks to Sipho's Tole. Now, I want to say we are bringing the Ladysmith Black Mambazo, who have the highest honor in this country. That will be performing for South Africans on Saturday. We are killing tribalism. We are killing racism, ethnicity. We have the Palotones on the bill. We have Mafiki Zolo, no doubt. Whether Channel or Grammy Award winners, we have them on the board. Rick partnered with Jack Pero on Saturday. As we say, we expect a capacity crowd. We've got Oskido, the best, well-established independent record company in this country, has got so many artists that are respected today. Uhuru is one of them. Oskido will be there. Candy, someone there will be there. We'll sing Tsonga music, Penny, Esther M, then Debele Queen, Notembi Mkweba, will be on the bill. The Twins on the bill. Questa on the bill. AKA on the bill. Trompis on the bill. Deborah Fraser on the bill. Tulisa Brothers on the bill. Sipho Sticks Buse on the bill. Doc Cheveleza on the bill. Don Laka on the bill. Papsim Langeni under the legends on the bill. Carlos JJ, James Mange, those are the reggae guys on the bill. Ndumiso on the bill. Kollega on the bill. The legends, as I said, there are a number of artists. There were 29, almost 30. They had to cut to 12. Thanks to the support that we have from the Department of Arts and Culture. I wish all the billionaires out there can come on board. We can have these festivals on a daily basis or weekly basis. But that is my duty. We expect, I have to go to the security cluster meeting. We expect a capacity crowd. Security is galore, no bottles.
How are tickets doing so far? Ticket sales?
Everything is doing very well. As we say, we expect a capacity crowd. That is why on the joke meeting, there are now contingency plans in case things go the other way around, more than what we expected. But as I say, all roads on Saturdays will lead to
Orlando Stadium.
And Maurice is correct. Even last night, we're still getting names. Even this morning, there are record companies that are offering the artists that even if they will pay for the artists, one song at least. So I'm saying it's overloaded. We told the police, we told the JMPDs, the fire department, that we are in trouble because this is one of it would be a mother of all shows. So thank you very much because the response, thank you SABC, New Age, ESCOM, we are more than excited. Even words cannot express our joy. But come Saturday, South Africa will never be the same again. Thank you. We'll celebrate our own. We are not Americanized. We are not Westernized. We are not brainwashed. We'll start actually celebrate our heritage. If I had means, we're going to have Biranda Fasi, Jabu Kanyile on the bill. Those are the people who fought 22 years ago. Unfortunately, they've since been laid to rest. But this week, SABC is giving 50,000 to the legends who are 184. Even those who won't perform, there are 50,000 coming their way. Thank you.
All right, 100 rand fela ticket, Mzwakhe 100 rand fair.
100
Everything 100 rand fair.
Yes, but 100 rand. You say 100 artists, but the catering is for 600 artists. Yo. There are guitarists. There are people who stand there. So you've got many artists, backing singers and stuff. So when you say 100 artists, but the food catering is for 600 artists.
All right, no, that's where you're going to leave it. Thank you so much. It's Zama. Well, let's go back to the crowd. Table number 2, Zama.
Thank you. I just want to congratulate SABC and the Department of Arts and Culture. Especially for supporting. My question is to Babu Ndima. is to say we have got the same festival, which is called Soweto Festival, which is happening for the 9th time. And what we have done now, we have made sure that it's under the people of Soweto. It's owned by the people of Soweto. It has got Soweto Business Week, Soweto Theatre, Career Expo, Soweto Marathon, and Nations Building Awards in commemoration of Dr. Agri Cluster. Is there any way festivals like those ones can be supported by Department of Arts and Culture? Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Zama. Let me just add to that with one of the tweets here. One of our viewers says, please ask the acting DG which initiatives do they support in smaller provinces like your Eastern Cape, Northern Cape, and the Free State?
Okay. Thank you very much. Maybe let me just start by saying that, in this current financial year, the department has supported about 50 cultural festivals, in addition to the 27 flagships that we have also supported. But also just coming back to the point of ensuring that the local artists also benefit, we ensure also that one of our conditions is that 50% of the local artists must actually perform. But of course, it doesn't address necessarily Romeo's point. The issue of Soweto Festival, the department has got what is called Mzansi Golden Economy, where people are allowed to make their own applications. And of course, those particular applications are adjudicated by the panel of adjudicators, then that actually approve or not approve. Depending on the nature of the proposal, I mean, the sustainability of the proposal, whether you're going to be able to create some job opportunities, whether you're going to be promoting diversity in that particular space. So those are the things that we actually support. I've just lost a bit the question that you asked.
Yeah, they wanted to know which initiatives in smaller provinces do you support and how do you go about doing that?
Oh, in smaller provinces, I think it's the same kind of approach.
It's the same.
There are, in fact, we are working with provinces very closely. Provinces have actually submitted to National Department 2 flagship events. So those are standing initiatives that we support because they are coming from provinces. For instance, if you talk about Eastern Cape, you're talking about Buele Kaya, and there's a lot of, you talk about Limpopo, there's also the Mapungubwe Cultural Festival. So those are actually being submitted by provinces and we support them on that basis. But over and above what is submitted to us by provinces is what I've actually suggested, that there are open calls where everybody has the liberty to apply to the Department of Arts and Culture through that open call, and there you can then get support through that kind of process.
All right, thank you so much, Baba Ndima. Table number 8, Thobela Dlamini. All right, let's just get the microphone to him, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thobela Dlamini, Mabala Noise, label manager. I just want to thank the SABC for this wonderful opportunity they have given us. And I want to say, as record labels, we have a duty to make sure that our industry is united. As record labels, we've got a duty to make it a point that we produce what is good for the 90%. Mr. Claudi has made it clear to us that can we please produce good quality music. It's pointless for us to sit in here. Meanwhile, we need to go to studio and do what we do best. Artists must be artists. Management must be management. All these associations must start to work together with one vision. The problem that we are facing currently is that in all these associations, we now have people that want to outshine others. Hence, when we sit in here, we have all the squabbles. We must stop the squabbles through constructive dialogue. We need not to come here in the morning and want to shine in front of a TV, make a statement. What we need to do, let's go back to the drawing board. Wherever I've wronged you, let me and you have a space to sit down and make each other to see this vision. And Tina, as young as we are at Mabala Noise, we are one of those that are saying, if people want to see how things are done, Hozagi to Sokbonis. I thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Thobela. Table number 8, Spesihle Makamu. We'll get the microphone. Table number 8, please.
Hi, I just want to speak briefly as the national chairperson of local content, in fact, representing the professionals and the business people in the sector to say, DG, when are we going to demystify the business opportunities in the sector beyond fighting for concerts, beyond fighting for piracy, issues of piracy, those things are kind of irrelevant right now. For example, the SABC website was hacked a few weeks ago. How are we making sure that as people are busy digging our streets and putting optic fiber in there, the biggest transaction there is in the country of putting optic fiber to be able to transmit local content, that young black business people are part of that transaction. We open doors to be able to ensure that we are able to participate as young people in those transactions, so that we don't find our elders in this industry fighting for stage with young people. We see them sitting on councils, advising and making money on behalf of the industry. Issues of ownership of the new channels that are coming up. There is so many business opportunities in this sector. Let us please, as the Department of Arts and Culture, as the Department of Communication, as the SABC, demystify the business opportunities that exist in this sector so that everybody can have a piece of the pie beyond the concert. What are we doing to protect our local music? You go to a club in Milan and you hear Galagata being sampled. How much did Umandoza make out of that? Are the dollars going out or are they coming in? How do we then make sure that we have systems in place to be able to protect our music in cyberspace? We live in the era of cyber. We submitted amendments to the Copyright Act of 1978 last year to Cabinet. Can we fast track that so that we are able to protect the intellectual property of our forefathers, we are able to protect the intellectual property of black people, and we are able to open business opportunities so that we don't have another Mahlatini who has given a check of 20,000 rands and yet somebody is going to benefit for the next 100 years. Lastly, but not least, some of us were screened in November, December, to sit on the SABC board. There are 4 vacancies on the SABC board, 3 of which should be going to young people that are qualified and able and ready to take up those positions and represent the industry in a proper manner, amend policies and serve the state, more than just us scratching one another and fighting one another. There is so much that was done in a rush when we took over in 1994. We need young people that understand this to sit on the board. Can we also, at the top levels, just stop fighting with one another and consider that there's so much that need to take place? We are Spunyoga umhlaba wethu sibhekile. Can we please
All right,
just do that?
All right.
And yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
No, thank you so much. Thank you so much. DG?
Thank you very much. I think that that's a very important point that has been raised by the last speaker. And I think it's a policy issue that is actually raising. And I'm sure that you would understand that currently the Department of Arts and Culture is working on the white paper, the revised white paper. We're revising the white paper of 1996. And in doing so, we are trying to ensure that it keeps up with the time and all the issues that have been raised, which are about current technological developments, are actually being catered for. But over and above that, the department has also been part of the Copyright Review Commission, where we are also looking at the whole issue of copyright and the protection of intellectual property for the producers of music and the owners of music. And I also want to say that one of the things that the minister has stressed, more particularly when he was congratulating SABC for this kind of breakthrough, what he impressed upon the producers of content is that they must ensure that it's not actually being sold to people outside the country. They must ensure that they protect that content so that they can benefit from it. So there's a whole range of activities at the policy level that are actually being done to ensure that we really do expand the economies within the cultural industries. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Acting DG. We're taking a commercial break. Money Live continues after this. Don't go away.